Everyone should know the name Rav J.B. Solovechic. May his memory be blessed. He was a very important modern figure in the world. He started Yeshiva University, that whole thing. Torah combined with modern thought. So anyhow, this guy just he just took me down in front of everyone. Everyone was sitting around like enjoying it. Like everyone was like on the edge of their seats. So I had a bunch of great doubts. And we literally went on for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. Every single place I put, bam. What about this? Bam. What about what Buddhism says about it? Bam. He just like slapped it all down, like, you know, poof. And then, you know, like a boxer is up against the ropes. Finally, I forget what the thing was. We finally threw the knockout punch. Oh, and also, like, along the thing, he like turned to the rabbi. He's like, "Rabbi, do you mind that I'm answering? You should be answering." The rabbi's like, "No, I'm enjoying it." Because Rabbi Posner is a brilliant guy. Brilliant Talmud Chacham. But he didn't have this kind of yeshiva university. That's their specialty. That's their specialty platter. How to answer all these modern, very like annoying little reasons to go into the Torah. Rabbi Posner could have done it, but he hadn't been able to do it yet. He couldn't, you know, he hadn't been able to do it yet. He's incredible. Everyone in Boston has to go to him today. He's an incredible person. One time I brought I had like a real serious girlfriend in the past in Boston. We broke up, we stayed friends, we used to work together. I was doing a session on her after like years about seeing her, and I got her all kind of like excited to meet my rabbi. Me and her had followed that Amici lady together. We'd been around every kind of idolatry in the world. So I schlepped her over to meet my rabbi. They had a big conversation for an hour, and he was so straight up with her, Rabbi Posner. It kind of shocked her at a very deep level. He was so real deal. He was so fresh. Rabbi Posner's good stuff. Very big man. Very big man. I gotta cry over this one. When I went to go see him in Boston, this trip, this was I just left Denver. I was in Denver area about a week. Before that, I was in Miami about a month and a week. No, almost a month and 3 weeks. Then month and a half. And then before that, I was in Boston for a week. So I went to go see Rabbi Posner in Boston. It was very hard to get a meeting together. We both had our schedules and this and that. We like pushed our meetings right before Shabbat. And like being a big Chabad guy, he's not a big fan of Rob Berland yet. And this was like the subject we were not going to talk about. But I kind of blew his mind a little bit because I was in the study, started talking about it, and he was like, we weren't going to talk about this subject. He's totally like family. We talk to each other like family. He's like, we weren't going to talk about this subject. And I was like, listen, dude, there was a Rav Steinsaltz book lying there, and there was a Baruch Nachshon painting there. Baruch Nachshon is one of the greatest, most famous painters in Israel now, and he was a lifelong friend of Rob Berland. Big Chabadnik, Baruch Nachshon, big Chabadnik. The Rebbe told Baruch Nachshon, your soul came down to rectify the field of painting for the whole world. Heavy cat. The Rebbe paid for him to go to art school. A heavy-duty cat. The first time I met him, I said, will you be my Rebbe? I was completely serious. He was kind of like, looked shocked, like no one had asked him that ever, and he thought very deeply for a long time. And I was like, no, there's better people for you. So, he's a deep cat, man. So anyhow, he grew up with Rav Berland his whole life, and he's a Chabadnik that everyone loves and respects.